How I used to think of the perfect vacation was sleeping in until 10 a.m., enjoying a nice brunch, and beginning the day of activities in the afternoon. However, my recent vacation to Kyoto looked a little different. I decided to begin my day waking up at 5 a.m. and doing all my activities in the morning. Why put yourself through that, you may ask? Well, it is the end of March, which means it's almost Sakura season here in Japan, and that means thousands of tourists coming to Japan, especially Kyoto. And of course, I wanted to avoid these annoying tourists, even though I am one. I also wanted to experience Kyoto's beautiful temples, gardens, streets, and nature in a calm setting. I love the moments outside when you stop everything you are doing and the only sound you can hear is the gentle breeze of the wind or a few birds chirping in the distance. And the only time to really experience this is in the morning. And no shade on Tokyo, but I also wanted a break from crowds after living in the most populated city in the world the last 6 months. So I was up and out of my hotel in Osaka by 5:20ish in the morning and set off to Kyoto, with my first destination being Kiyomizu-dera, a huge and beautiful temple and one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. The temple opened at 6 a.m. and I got there around 7 a.m. And to my surprise, the temple area was not completely empty. In fact, there were quite a few other visitors just like me, wanting to get their sightseeing done in the morning. And wow, the buildings were stunning, and there was this spectacular view of Kyoto from the temple's deck. I then explored more of the temple grounds and ended up at another pagoda. Gotta love those pagodas in Japan. And then I stumbled on Otawa waterfall. When I got to the waterfall, I had no clue what to do, so I kind of just followed what some lady did in front of me and picked a random stream to drink from. But I recently talked to one of my friends and he told me each stream at Otawa waterfall represents a different effect. The one on the right will bring you longevity, the middle one will bring you love, and the last one will bring you business and school success, I believe. So, I guess I'm gonna be living a long life, but a very single and financially unstable long life. By around 10 a.m., I left Kiyomizu-dera and headed to the Higashiyama district to walk the historical streets of Kyoto. I honestly circled around this area for like a good hour, even though it isn't that big. I love how the area is very hilly, so the buildings look to be perfectly layered behind one another. And I enjoyed looking at all the people walking around in their beautiful kimonos. some time while I was walking around, I stumbled on a cafe and got some breakfast. Then it started to rain, unfortunately, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to try the viral matcha and cloud cake set I have seen all over TikTok. And let me just say that the matcha at this place was fire. The cake was not too bad either, so I highly recommend trying it out if you're ever in Kyoto. Since it was still raining after I had my matcha set, I decided to go into some stores and look at all the souvenirs. I didn't end up buying anything, but walking into the Studio Ghibli store definitely reminded me I gotta go to Ghibli Park sometime soon. After the rain stopped for a bit, I headed to my next destination, Rosen Kanan Temple, hopefully I said that right, home to the huge female Buddha. I'm a big fan of the Daibutsu in Kamakura, so you know I had to see what I think is the female equivalent, but don't quote me on that. Afterwards, I headed to Kodaji Temple, only a few minutes walk from the female Buddha. Sadly, it started to rain again, but I still enjoyed walking around the area. The temple was beautiful and had a really nice rock garden and bamboo forest. I think I was there around 12 p.m. and there were barely anyone there, so it was very calm and relaxing. Overall, it was a great day. It felt nice to visit all these tourist spots without many tourists. I came to Kyoto exactly 9 years ago with my family, and we visited some of the spots I went to today. Although I only have a few vivid memories from 9 years ago, it was a crazy feeling to revisit the area I went to when I was 11 years old and think about how much I've grown since then. Literally, I was under 5 feet back then and now I'm 5'7", but I've also grown mentally. I think 11-year-old me would be very proud to see where I am now. As promised, here's a playlist I made for you of some of the songs I was vibing to while walking around this day. And I got a few more vlogs of Kyoto coming up, so I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Love, Ella.